Yo, what's up guys, Xierdan here, and today I am doing something very different than content that has been on my channel recently. I am actually recording a commentary, or live commentary, so no gameplay as well, so not a typical live commentary. I'm actually looking on my YouTube channel real quick. The last time I did live commentary was 2 years ago, which is when I did a video on the future of XDefiant, which obviously, looking back now, we know that the future of XDefiant was not very bright. So yeah, it's been like 2 years, and then prior to that, another year after that, since the last time I did another video like that. Done some stream content in between with that, but all YouTube uploads have just been focused on montages and things like that, which has been really well, working really well. As most of you guys know, I've been focusing on streaming content this year, which has been great. Almost consistent daily streams. It's been hard on certain days, so we've done some like double days, but we are above the days of the year. So we're actually on day 234 out of 365. So make sure you tune in at twitch.tv/Xierdan. But anyway, today I wanted to do a recording going over the Black Ops 7 trailer, the gameplay trailer, and like reveal trailer and some other stuff. But the gameplay trailer finally dropped. It is only 2 minutes and 19 seconds, which maybe that's actually not as short as I feel like it is. I don't really remember what some of the lengths of the other ones were. This is also not like a deep dive, so definitely compared to like FC26 and things like that, this is much shorter. But anyway, you might be also wondering, hey, why do you just have like this still image here of a search? Because I'm not exactly sure. I feel like YouTube is definitely a lot more cracked down on copyright and different things like that. I am going to give a countdown, and I'm going to watch the trailer at full speed. If I feel like I can't really cover everything at full speed, I will watch it a second time with a countdown at half speed and do further commentary over that. But anyway, it's going to be a bit boring, more of an audio kind of listen. You really don't even need to watch this video, you can just listen to it, but if you want to match what I'm seeing along with me, then go ahead and get your trailer loaded up. Just the official, from the official account, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal trailer, 2 minutes and 19 seconds, and we are going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hitting play now. So starting off, one of the initial things I wanted to mention is that I have not seen this. I saw maybe 10-second snippet, maybe. I do really like the menu and like the color schemes of the menus. I do think that as we are at 20 seconds in now, I'm interested to see what's going on here, because I've kept up to date with a lot of the gameplay. I actually finished watching all the campaigns, because I haven't bought a COD at release since Cold War. So obviously without owning the game, I've been just catching up on all the cinematics and stuff, including like Warzone inter-season trailers and things like that. As we approach 54 seconds now, this is all very much focused on the campaign. Definitely right around here, the 1 minute 4 mark, we're seeing some more gameplay-ish content as opposed to more cinematic stuff, seeing some reloading of guns. We saw a pretty big jump, which I don't think will be in the multiplayer. We saw it right here, this dude doing like a little zip line, and we see some wall running, which apparently is not wall running, apparently it's like a wall hopping mechanic. I think that's what they're officially calling it. Now on Avalon, we got some jumpsuits. We've seen that in Black Ops 2. We're approaching 1 minute 40 now. Got some Menendez voiceover. We got In Memory of Frank Woods. We got some other stuff kind of going on. It's interesting too because like as we come to the end here, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, get the Reznov pack or whatever. So I'll go ahead and pause it now. As we get close to the end, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it. The last kind of 10-second after credit scene talks about the zombies a little bit. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the trailer. Again, I might go ahead and do a half-speed version, and I'll do another countdown. But talking through some of the stuff, I'll kind of skip through on my timeline here. It's interesting. So Black Ops 6, very much Woods heavily involved. It definitely feels like there could be. Well, so it says right in this trailer that it's 2035. So obviously this is 10-ish years after the Black Ops storyline of Black Ops 2. So what's interesting, this is taking place timeline-wise. This is taking place before Black Ops 4, but it's taking place after Black Ops 2, and it's taking place after Black Ops 3 as well. So those are like in 2065, if you remember, like Newtown 2020, was it 2065? I think I'm right. So there's 2025, or 2025, then there's 2065, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so Black Ops 3 was 2065. So we're going 30 years before Black Ops 3, and then similar-ish for Black Ops 4 and Blackout kind of thing. But we are 10 years after Black Ops 2, and then in Black Ops 6, we are actually even further back. We're in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, depending on like certain things coming into play. So I'm interested to see. So Woods, I'm assuming, will return, let's say in Black Ops 8, if they were to kind of continue to bridge the gap between let's say late 90s to 2020s. There's still some bridging of time there if they wanted to kind of work on that, which is interesting too, because we'll get to a point where the Black Ops storyline will then be in modern times, the modern times being in the past, but I'm talking about modern times for the Modern Warfare series, if that makes sense, because we actually are now past 2025, so we actually are, modern times is the Black Ops 2 timeline at this point, but in terms of like the game releases. But it's going to be interesting because Black Ops will be in the modern times that Modern Warfare was taking place, so it's going to be interesting to kind of see how that all plays out, because if they do kind of go along those lines, if there's going to be Black Ops or whatever they call it, games that take place between late 90s and 2020s, then with the addition of in Cold War us seeing what is his name, Zayev, then that's going to be interesting too, because what is his name? Zayev. Cold War. I know that's not how you spell his name, but it should pop up. Yeah, Zakayev. So the fact that he is in, well, you can see right here. So the fact that you're very different, and the aging doesn't really make a lot of sense. But if we're gonna see some if we're gonna see him again in the Black Ops series, that would be very interesting, because then does that mean we're gonna see even more overlap of the timelines? I have no idea, but interesting, definitely interesting. Back to Black Ops 7 specifically, another thing that's kind of piqued my interest is that we're seeing a lot of the cities that are like kind of being taken place, Avalon being one of them, really like distorted reality. So then a lot of people have been bringing up, is this to do with like the whole timeline of Black Ops 3 with like, you know, like the microchips and the exosuits and like mind manipulation and the tree and all that. It looks like some of that at least is carrying over, because it's just really strange, some of it. In a way, the gameplay trailer is very light-hearted. There's definitely some serious elements with like Menendez talking and Mason, but in Sector, I guess. But for the most part, I feel like it's pretty light-hearted. We do see like the 140 mark, we see the Black Ops 1 interrogation room, the numbers and everything. Then it cuts to Mason, Woods, and then some other things. There's like there's some like glitching of the timelines where we see like different Masons and then Menendez and then like other people too, which is interesting. We definitely get some Black Ops 2 vibes, which makes sense because this is 10 years after. It's a lot closer in time to Black Ops 2 than it is to Black Ops 3. I do love the colors. I think the colors are really popping. It feels a lot more vibrant, which I felt like Cold War was pretty vibrant, which a lot of people are also pointing out the kind of comparisons. You know, I'm just like top of mind stuff right here as I'm kind of going through. A lot of people complaining about, which I just finished watching all the campaigns, but clearly I didn't take super notes. So Harper is alive. I do recognize that issue, if you want to call it that, because most people believe in the canon timeline that Harper dies to I forget what his name was, but the dude that, can we see like Harper? He's like the double agent, the double agent dude, and he definitely dies. So Harper he's captured, and then if you remember Menendez, then it looks like he's gonna kill the Fareed, but then he actually hands the gun to Fareed and makes Fareed pull the trigger. You kind of do have a couple options. You could kill Menendez, which doesn't work, or you could kill Harper. The canon event is to go ahead and kill Harper. So it's strange that Harper is then in this game. So it's like, is this an alternate timeline? Blah blah blah. We don't really know. And then also people are pointing out about karma. So, for example, I don't exactly remember her, but I do remember her, but I don't remember her dying. But anyway, you know, if canon is that she died, well, then that throws other issues into the mix too. So I don't know. If are we dealing with like alternate timeline situation, or are we just dealing with a new canon from the Black Ops 2 canon, even though it looked like it was pretty distinct to what was canon for Black Ops 2. No idea. Not really that interested, to be honest. Some more multiplayer stuff. So we haven't seen a multiplayer reveal trailer, if that's going to be a thing. It looks like a lot of that will come at, is it Gamescom? Look up like Black Ops 7 games. Okay, so that was at Gamescom. What is it? COD Next? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that'll be on September 30th. I think this is where we will see. Okay, well, these aren't even like real. But yeah, that looks right, what I was looking at earlier. So I think that's when we'll see a lot more multiplayer stuff. So still about a month away from that. But to talk on multiplayer a little bit, I think that one thing people are excited about is, one, refinement of Omni Movement. If you're a fan of Omni Movement, this should feel good that they're refining it. If you're not a fan of Omni Movement, then you're probably kind of indifferent. But I think if they are refining something that you didn't like, those refinements could make you then be more accepting or like them. So I think it can't possibly not be a win-win, I guess, depending again if you're for Omni movement or against it. I'm personally against it, but refining it obviously is positive as long as it's done right. And then kind of on the flip side, so that's kind of a loss, I suppose, for people that aren't a fan of kind of the extra movement mechanics. I don't want to say enhanced movement mechanics or omni movement mechanics or jetpack mechanics, exo mechanics. I don't want to say any of those words, but enhanced movement mechanics, let's just say. On the flip side, it does look like a win for the players that don't like those things, because it looks like tac sprint is going to be a restricted to only a perk or a specialist kind of thing. So on one hand, that's interesting, and again, maybe a win for people that aren't really in favor of it, like myself. But does that also mean it's a really crutch perk? And in that, if the game has something and you don't use it, then shouldn't you use that even if you don't like it? I'm not going to use something, or sorry, I'm not going to refuse to use something because I don't like it, just because of that premise. If it exists and it's good and worthwhile using, then I'm going to use it even if I don't enjoy using it. Just like kind of right now, less restrictive, but tac sprinting in the game, so I'm going to use it. Not as much and not as spammy as other people, but I am going to use it still, because otherwise I'm kind of, one hand tied behind my back or one hand tied to a handcuff or whatever. So I don't know. That seems interesting. It does look like the pace is supposed to be a little bit slower, and which is, it's a lot of give and take. So pace is supposed to be a little bit slower. Omni movement refinement kind of could be neutral there. Wall hopping, well, that seems like speeding up. The actual base speed is faster, no tac sprint. So a lot of give and go there, which I think it should be a pretty good thing. But a lot of people, to kind of finish out the video, a lot of people talking about how this is very Cold War vibes. And if that's the case, I'm definitely a big fan then. Certainly. But we'll see how everything plays out. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are okay with the format. Again, I think if you're listening to this while you're in the shower, doing some yard work, cleaning your litter boxes of your cats or whatever, this will be more of a long form thing that you can just put on and listen to me ramble. Or if you really wanted to, again, I had the countdown in the beginning, so you can kind of watch the trailer with me, alongside me, to hear my thoughts over it. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Try to do some more content like this in the future. Till then, peace out.